Yeah, so my grid tie inverter, it failed. It blew the 40 amp high current fuse for the input, and the reason is because one of the MOSFETs on the input, this one here, failed. Just one of them failed. I don't know why, whether it's over current or what done it. I've no idea, but I've taken them all off. All the MOSFETs are the same. The original ones are HY1906. All of them are the same. I'm going to replace them with my favourite IRFB4110. Because the MOSFETs seem to be comparable, the old ones and the new ones. The only thing is, these ones aren't cheap Chinese rubbish. And these MOSFETs are great. They're used in electric bike controllers and all sorts of different things. I've used them in countless of different projects, and they're very strong and robust. So I've got a few more of them lying about somewhere, and I'm going to replace them all with that and see if it powers up. I'm fairly confident that it will work, because after taking out all of those MOSFETs, I could get a red light to come on, so that means that the short circuit has been removed. So once all the MOSFETs are replaced, let's just hope there's no other damage, and I'll connect up to a battery and see how it gets on. I don't think anything on the AC side is damaged. It might have been most likely over current somehow, maybe with that failing potentiometer, which has caused it to just go far too powerful. But as for that, I can't really see what else could have done it. I was looking at the voltage regulators on it, and they can take a maximum input of 35 volts, so I don't think over voltage has done it. And the MOSFETs that came out were 60 volt. The MOSFETs I'm going to put in are 100 volt rated, so just that extra bit of headroom. But Chinese MOSFETs, you see, they're just not that great. Right, that's them all in. What I'll do is connect them up to the battery, but via a resistor, well, a heating element like this, so that if there is still a short anywhere, it'll just heat up the heating element and nothing will go bang. Right then, here we go. Okay, that's fine. We've got a red light coming on, so that means that it's getting power normally. So what I'm going to do is just quickly plug it into the mains and see if it's going to feed back anything. So when idle, the inverter draws 0.5 volts. So plug in the battery. Just trying to get us to go in. Well, it went up, but it's making a funny noise. I'll have another look at it. It shouldn't usually make that noise. I'm not sure. Okay, I forgot to properly solder in some of the MOSFETs. Right, so we'll connect up the power and try again. So I'm just going to fall off the table, I think. Nah, it's still making funny noises. Ah, it stopped. Well, I've replaced the dodgy potentiometer as well, and I've put a different one on it. So I'll turn it up and see if it works. Yeah, it seems to work, but I've put a bloody 10 amp fuse in that, and it's just blown. Right, so it seems to be working now, so I'm going to cut the long legs off the MOSFETs and put the heatsink back on. and that should hopefully do it. Well, the heat sinks are on. Now let's ramp up to full power. And we've hit 500. And drawing 26 amps from the battery, 620 watts going in, 505 coming out. That's quite a power loss actually. But yeah, surprisingly I've managed to fix it, and it should be a bit more robust now. I just hope that nothing on the AC side fails. I've had to replace 2 MOSFETs on the AC side when I first got it, because soon after I plugged into my solar panels, after a few days it failed and the AC side shorted out. But I replaced 2 of the AC side MOSFETs, and I'm hoping I'm not going to have to replace the other 2. Well, now I'm going to fill it back up with oil, and then I'm going to do an efficiency graph. There we go. The pump will just need to get the air out of it, but that'll do for oil just now. But then again, I'm not sure which meter to believe, because this one says 241, the other one says 253. So it's going to be quite hard to really gauge efficiency. Well, that's a pain in the arse to get that job done, but that's it all reinstalled again. I've done it a bit better this time. I've put the heat exchanger actually underneath this time, so it's not actually looking all cluttered up on the top side of the bench. So I've also added some car screen wash fluid to the water loop. Not very much. I'd probably be better at adding proper antifreeze, but it should give it a little bit of protection. But anyway, that's it all repaired again, and I've put the potentiometer thing back up here, so I could turn that now and adjust the power correctly. So hope you found that interesting, and as usual, thanks for watching.